Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Frasco. This is Business Builders. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 11. Come and see the show. If I had a nickel for every time someone told me conferences and trade shows are dead, I'd have a whole mess of nickels. It's hard to think of a business-to-business segment that doesn't have at least one major conference or trade show. In today's busy environment, it's hard to block out the time for 2 or 3 days to attend these conferences. They can be expensive. Sometimes it's really difficult to get attention with thousands of people in attendance, but there are countless prospects, customers, partners, all in one place for 2 to 3 days. There are great opportunities to share your expertise or display your products and solutions. If done correctly, these trade shows and conferences could be a catalyst to business growth. Over the years, we've helped a number of our clients with trade show and conference strategies. And so I'd like to share with you what I believe are best practices coming into a conference and trade show, activities at the show, and then, of course, follow up and nurturing those contacts after the show. For the purposes of this talk, I'm going to assume you've been around a minute and you know the major conferences and trade shows in your market segment. In preparation, there's a few questions that we need to get answered. Are we going to exhibit or are we just going to walk the floor? Obviously, our journey is going to be a little bit different if we're an exhibitor. Do we have the proper materials that promote our brand promise, communicate a call to action, hopefully guiding the handshakes that we have to first steps and next steps? What is our plan to promote our attendance? I'm not a big fan of waiting for somebody to walk by our booth. We should be determining who it is we want to meet with and schedule them to visit us either at the booth or at a hospitality, whatever's convenient for the prospect. Do we have something to say, to teach to the market? Can we submit a proposal to be a speaker? Most importantly, in your preparation, don't prepare to just show up. Make some contacts, make 2 or 3 touches with prospects before you get to the show and let them know what's going on and that you're interested in meeting with them. At the show, here's a few things for you to think about. Have a list of people that you want to meet with background information, minimum expected outcomes of your meeting with them. So have that list. Second, have a schedule. Be sure that you have proper coverage at all times. Stay fresh. Keep that team rotated if you can. Have a way to organize those contacts that you want to meet. Complete with a system to evaluate their importance to your system, notes from the interaction. Be rested. Be engaging. Try to avoid a booth full of folks, staring at their phones. Eyes out and eyes up. I think it's really important to be in the moment, be there. These things are very time sensitive, costly, and let's be sure that our team is eyes up and eyes out. Have a clear outline how your people can create curiosity and credibility in the first 30 seconds of their interaction. So I don't know that I need a script, but make sure they know what the talking points are. How do we build curiosity really quickly in a target or prospect? And how do we build credibility to let them know that we know their industry and we know what's going on? Try not to sell. Learn, build credibility by asking questions that solidify, again, your expertise. Prepare top interactions for next steps. Be sure to promise a follow-up and complete that follow-up. Finally, have a plan for follow-up and nurturing after the show. This plan should be created weeks before the show so that you already have the materials prepared, whatever brand gifts you might be sending or whatever materials you might be sending are already created in anticipation of the completion of the show. So before the show, have a touch plan. What are the 2 or 3 touches that you're going to make for every person that you met? Make these 2 or 3 touches happen over a 3 or 4 week period, and the first one should be within 2 to 3 days after the show so that it's memorable. Get these new contacts into your CRM, into your customer relationship management system. Execute a rhythm of interaction, a regular frequency, so that you can remain memorable and that you get some speed from the show and that conversation that you had at the show. And more important than anything, say thank you. Say thank you for the time. Thank you for visiting us. And please consider some of the things that we talked about as you think about your future plans. So thank you and please. I hope this was useful. In the spirit of this talk, I hope you'll come see us at a couple of conferences, trade shows that we're attending. The first is FabTech in Chicago. I'll be a speaker on September 11th. My topic will be best practices for strategic SMB sales growth. We'll also be exhibiting at booth D41053. So if you're attending FabTech, come see us. In Dallas, I'll be a speaker at IEDC on September 18th. I'll be talking about performance management and measurement in economic development outreach. Hope to see you there. Thanks again. Thank you for tuning in and downloading Business Builders. If you have ideas for future podcasts or have comments, please email me at mark@businessbuilders.pro. Until next time, this is Mark Frasco reminding you, strategic growth is a daily discipline, not an as-needed activity.